Okay, good evening, guys. Uh, Today we shall start a new chapter. Okay, we shall start a new chapter here, namely hydrocarbons. Fine. So, we'll start off with this second chapter of organic chemistry. Yeah, hydrocarbons. And here we shall be studying about your alkenes, and alkynes. Okay, we shall study the properties. We shall study the preparation of this hydrocarbons. Okay, so to begin with, first let us start with the concept of here. Let us first start with the concept of isomerism. Let us first start with the concept of isomerism. Okay, so what is isomerism? What are isomers? Okay, what are the types of isomerism exhibited by hydrocarbons? All this we shall be studying in this particular chapter. Fine. So isomerism can be defined as the phenomena. Okay, the phenomena of existence of more than one compounds. Okay, the phenomena of existence of more than one compounds. What type of compounds? Yes, having having the same molecular formula, right? But different, yeah, physical and chemical properties. Okay, so this is known as isomerism. So what is isomerism? Isomerism is defined as the phenomena of existence of more than one compound. Okay, of more than one compound which has the same molecular formula. So the point to be noted is that uh, the compounds have the same molecular formula, but yes, they differ in the physical and chemical properties. They do differ in the physical and chemical properties. Okay, so this is known as isomerism. And the different compounds, okay, and the different compounds which exhibits this isomerism, they are known as isomers. It is known as isomers. Okay, so isomerism can be broadly divided into two categories. Okay, isomerism can be broadly divided into two categories. So this isomerism, okay, the isomerism, it can be broadly divided into how many categories? It can be broadly divided into two categories. So what are the two categories? So number one category of isomerism is known as structural isomerism. Structural isomerism, and the other is known as stereoisomerism. One is known as structural isomerism and the other one is known as stereoisomerism. Structural isomerism and the other one is known as stereoisomerism. Fine. Now let us differentiate between these two types of isomerism. Okay, fine. So what is structural isomerism? Okay, so the structure isomer arrangement of atoms within the molecule. Okay, differ of atoms. They differ in what? They differ in the arrangement of atoms. Okay, they differ in the arrangement of atoms within the molecule. Within the molecule. Okay, so they differ in the arrangement of atoms within the molecule. And what are the categories which comes under this structural isomerism? It's very, very, very important. So number one is known as chain isomerism. Okay, so number one isomerism is known as the chain isomerism. Fine. Number two is known as position isomerism. Fine. Third isomerism, it is known as functional isomerism. Fine. The other one is known as so chain position functional isomerism. Okay. So other one is known as metamerism. Okay, and the other one is here ring chain isomerism. Ring chain isomerism. So we'll be discussing these in details. So what are structural isomers? The structural isomers, okay, they differ in the arrangement of atoms. So they differ in the arrangement of atoms molecule. Okay, whereas your stereoisomerism, they differ in the spatial arrangement. They differ in the spatial arrangement of atoms. Again, very, 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 very spatial means spatial. Spatial means arrangement in space. Okay, what do you mean by spatial? It means the arrangement in space. So, what are the two categories which comes under this stereoisomerism? Number one is known as optical isomerism. Okay, and the other one is known as geometrical isomerism. It is also known as cis trans isomerism. It is also known as cis trans isomerism. So these are basically the two broad categories of isomerism. So isomerism means the phenomena of existence of more than one compounds having the same molecular formula but different properties. What kind of property? Physical as well as chemical. So isomerism can be broadly divided into how many categories? Two categories. What are those two categories? Number one is a structural isomerism and the other one is known as a stereoisomerism. Fine. So the structural isomerism, okay, they differ in the arrangement of atoms within the molecule. Okay, they differ in the arrangement of atoms within the molecule. So these are the five types. We shall be studying this one by one. Fine. And the other is known as a stereoisomerism. What happens? They differ in the arrangement in space. The atoms, they are of same kind, but the arrangement in space are different. Okay, so what are the two broad categories? Optical isomerism and geometrical isomerism. So to start with, we shall just begin with a structural isomerism. We shall start with a structural isomerism. Okay. Okay. So let us start with a chain isomerism. Chain isomerism. Okay. So obviously the isomers, again, they have the same molecular formula, but they differ in the carbon skeletal, right? Okay. The isomers बोलने से the isomers, they have the same molecular formula. The isomers have the same molecular formula, but they differ in the arrangement of carbon skeletal. And always remember the fact that, always, it's a fact, always remember the fact that these isomers, always remember the fact that these isomers, they have different IUPAC name. So the isomers, yes, although the formula will be same, just remember the simple fact that the isomers, yes, they must differ in the IUPAC name. Okay. So chain isomerism means very easy to understand. The isomers have the same molecular formula, but they differ in the arrangement of carbon skeletal. Okay. And by the way, what is the general formula of hydrocarbons? Saturated alkanes. What is the general formula of alkanes? The general formula of alkanes are CnH2n plus 2. Okay, so which is the first member of this series? Yeah, methane. The second member is your ethane. The third member is your propane. The fourth member is your butane. Okay, so let us see. So chain isomerism is not exhibited by carbon, not exhibited by methane, because there is only one way in which we can arrange this carbon skeleton. एक ही तो है, okay. So even if there are two carbon atoms, there is only one way in which we can arrange the carbon atoms, right? So this does not exhibit chain isomerism, nor does your propane. Okay, so these three alkanes, they do not exhibit chain isomerism. So chain isomerism is exhibited by which alkane? It is exhibited by butane and higher alkanes. It is exhibited by butane. It is exhibited by pentane. Okay, it is exhibited by hexane and so on. Okay, so what is the method of writing? Say suppose we have an alkane which has the molecular formula C4H10. We have an alkane having the molecular formula C4H10. Now we shall see how many chain isomers will be possible. Okay, we shall just have a look. We shall just see how many isomers are possible and what is the method to draw the isomers. Okay, how we can draw the isomers. Let us see. Okay, let us have a look. Okay, so the method of drawing the chain isomers is first what you do, you draw the straight chain. How many carbon atoms are there? 4. So number one isomer, I'll just draw a carbon skeletal having a linear chain like this, right? Okay, then I just satisfy the valency by putting the number of hydrogen. So valency of carbon is 1 out here. So 3 hydrogen. Valency of this carbon is 2. So they are placed for 2 hydrogen. Valency of this carbon is 2, so they are placed for 2 hydrogen again. Valency of this carbon is 1, so there is. Okay. So now what is the formula? It's in butane, a normal butane. N means normal without any branching. N means here normal means without any branch. Okay, so we are discussing here isomerism, right? So first, how do we start with chain isomerism? First, we write down the straight chain like this. Okay, so how many carbon atoms are there in the straight chain? There are four carbon atoms. Now what we do is we change the carbon skeleton to three carbon atoms like this. So one more carbon atom, there should be four carbon atoms. So there will be a branching, and branching always occurs from the middle, not from the end carbon atom. So if I give a branching out there, that would mean again it's a straight chain like this, right? Name would be same in beauty. So branching means it should always take place from the middle carbon atom. Okay, now we'll just satisfy the valency. So how do we satisfy the valency? CH3 like this. Here we take one more carbon, CH3. We have CH out here, we have CH3. So count the number of carbon, 4. Count the number of hydrogen, 3 plus 3, 6, 7 plus 3, 10. So they have the same molecular formula, but they differ in the arrangement of carbon skeletal. And so these are chain isomers. What is the IUPAC name? It's here what? Yes, it's here 2-methyl propane. It's here 2-methyl propane. So any other arrangement possible? Any other arrangement possible? I don't think so. So these hydrocarbon, which has the molecular formula C4H10, how many chain isomers are possible? Two chain isomers are possible. Two chain isomers are possible. Okay, it has two chain isomers. Now you give it a try yourself. Huh? So C5H10. C5H10. So yes, let us now give a try. How many chain isomers will be possible having the molecular formula C5H10? Okay, how many chain isomers will be possible having the molecular formula C5H10? Let us see. How are we going to do? So number one, we are going to draw a straight chain like this. Right? 3, 4, 5. Now we are going to satisfy the valency by putting hydrogen, 3 hydrogen out here, 2 hydrogen out here, 2 hydrogen out here, 2 hydrogen out here, 3 hydrogen out here. So it's a normal straight chain. Eh? So what is that? You just write down the IUPAC name. N stands for normal without any branching. N pentane. Okay, N stands for normal without any branching. N pentane. Okay, now yes, you tell me. Now you reduce the parent chain. In the parent chain, there were 5 carbon atoms now. So you'll reduce by 1. Well, 5 normal. Okay, we'll reduce by 1 now. So I'm just going to draw how many carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now where will you give the branching now? Where will you give the branching? You can give the branching out here. So now I'll just satisfy the valency like this. Yes. Okay, so here in the first case, there were 5 carbon atoms in the parent chain, longest continuous carbon chain, there were 5 carbon atoms. Now in the longest continuous carbon chain, there are 4 carbon atoms and 1 branching. So I think the molecular formula is going to be the same. Or is it
But
different?
there
Is
are
it C?
12 hydrogen atoms.
I don't think so. So it's C5H12. Sorry, it's C5H12 formula. गलत लिखा है. So yes, it's 12 hydrogen. C5H12, 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 6, 12. Okay, here also I think it's 12. What is the IUPAC name? What is the IUPAC name? It is 2-methyl butane. It's 2-methyl butane. Now, any other possibility? Can you shift this branching out here? Just tell me yes or no. Can you shift this branching out? Can you place this branching out here? I have drawn the branching from this second carbon. So if I draw the branching at this carbon atom, does what is the IUPAC name? इसका IUPAC name क्या होगा? What will be the IUPAC name?
So the
Just tell me
same
what is
only.
same. So whether you place the branching out here or out here, it does not make any difference. Eh? Okay, IUPAC name same means they are not isomers. The isomers, they should have different IUPAC name. So whether you place the branching out here, second from the right or second from the left, name will be same. Fine. Now there were 4 carbon atoms in the parent chain right now. Now I'll reduce the carbon atom by 1 again. I'll draw 3A. So 2 more carbon. So I'll place the 2 carbon atoms branching like this, like CH3, CH3 like this. CH3. Okay, again C5H12, I suppose. Let us see, let us check. What is the IUPAC name? 2, 2 dimethyl. What? Longest chain contains 3 carbon atom. There is a branching at second carbon. So 2, 2 dimethyl. There are 2 methyl groups as a substituent. And then parent chain contains 3 carbon atoms. So prop single bond N. 2, 2 dimethyl propane. Fine. So any other arrangement you can just suggest me? Any other arrangement? Just give it a try. Is any other arrangement possible? देखो देखो. Any other arrangement if possible or not? Now you must be wondering, okay, you must be thinking, sir, I'll place one branching out here and I'll place one branching out here. Okay, but remember guys, this will be the longest continuous carbon chain now. Again, the name would be 2-methyl butane. These are same compound, right? Okay, so I'm telling you, branching means it should come out from the middle carbon atom. It should come from the mid carbon atom, not from the side chain, not from the side carbon atoms. Okay, branching means always branching occurs from the mid carbon atoms, not from the side carbon atoms. So there are 3 chain isomers, okay, corresponding to the molecular formula C5H12. So let us do one more. You do it by yourself now. I'm not going to do it. Okay, C6H14. So you tell me how many isomers you can draw. So give it a try, then I'll solve it. First, you do it by yourself. Okay, let us check. Now let us check. Okay, so someone has got the answer 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Straight chain. Eh? So CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Okay, so
Sir,
side me
5.
will just okay. Let us check. Okay, it might be 4 or 5. Yes, ऐसे आना चाहिए in Excel. Good. At least you gave it a try. Number 2 now. I'll reduce the carbon chain by 1. So I'll draw 5 carbon chain. Where will you put the branching? कौन सा carbon में branching put करोगे? कौन सा carbon में? You want to put second? Okay, very good. Okay, fine. CH3. Excellent. Okay. IUPAC name? IUPAC name?
2-methyl pentane.
Very good. 2-methyl pentane. 2-methyl pentane. Okay. So number 3. Now, can you just shift this branching to the 3rd or the 4th carbon? Can you shift this methyl branching out here? Yes. Tell me, can you shift this branching, methyl branching to the 2nd from the right side? No, again, if you shift this out here, 2-methyl pentane hi hoga. But what I can do is I can just shift the branching, I think at the third carbon atom like this. Okay, branching is taking place at a different carbon now. Earlier it was at the second carbon. Now I place the branching at the third carbon atom like this. So what is the IUPAC name? It's 3-methyl pentane. It's 3-methyl pentane. So yes, they are different compounds. Why? Because the IUPAC name are different. Okay, the IUPAC name different. Now I don't see any possibility. Okay, if you shift this branching out here, then again it will be 2-methyl pentane. Fine. So let us move towards the next one. Now there were 4 carbon atoms in the parent chain. Now I'll place 4 carbon atoms in the parent chain. Now, where you can place the branching, I can place one branching at the second carbon atom for here. Other I can place out here. Total देखो formula should be same. I think the formula is same. Yes, so what is the IUPAC name? It would be 2,3 dimethyl butane. Yes, it's a different compound. Molecular formula is again same, C6H14, not an issue. Okay, now let us give it one more try. So again, I'll draw a carbon skeleton having 4 carbon atoms. Now I need 2 more carbon atoms. Now I cannot place the branching at the first or at the last. Okay, I've already placed 2 branching from the first, second, and the third. Now let me do one thing. I can place one branching out here and one more branching out here. I can do this. Yes, again molecular formula is same. So there's a trial and error method. We don't have any formula to determine the number of isomers. We don't have any formula to determine the number of isomers. We have to keep on trying. Okay. So let us see IUPAC name क्या होगा IUPAC name? Yes, it is 2,2 dimethyl butane. 2,2 dimethyl butane. So any other possibility? Any other possibility? So can I told you to exhibit chain isomerism, straight chain में minimum 4 carbon atoms होना चाहिए. So if you want to give it a try, you can try it. So if you just can place 3 carbon atoms in the parent chain and you place the branching out here, will you get a different compound? Just see. Okay, but I told you before, for a molecule to exhibit chain isomerism, the parent chain should contain a minimum of 4 carbon atoms, not less than 4. So I think this is it. So total, how many isomers are possible? Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So देखो IUPAC name are all different. The IUPAC name are all different. So this is how we draw the chain isomers. This is how we draw the chain isomers. Okay, this is how we draw the chain isomers. Okay, so these have the same molecular formula, but what do they differ? They differ in the carbon skeleton. They differ in the carbon skeleton. Okay, so these 5 are examples of your chain isomers. These are examples of your chain isomers. So is it clear? Am I clear?
Or
Yes, can you
Yes,
do it on
sir.
your own? So this is the method. पहले longest, फिर reduce करते जाओ एक से. Then you place the branching. If you have any confusion, place करो ना, not an issue. But after placing, you just write down the IUPAC name. If the IUPAC name turns out to be the same, they are not isomers. They are not considered as isomers. It may look different, but IUPAC name means they are same compound. They are not isomers. Okay, so isomers, they should have different IUPAC name. Isomers, they should have a different IUPAC name. Okay. Okay. So next, isomerism. So this is all about your chain isomerism. Okay. Okay, now, so I think how much time is left? Functional isomerism. functional isomerism. Number 2, functional isomerism. Okay, so in functional isomerism, remember the isomers, they have the same molecular formula, but they differ in the nature of functional group, but they differ in the nature of functional group. Okay, so they have the same molecular formula, but they differ in the nature of functional group. Fine. So now here in functional isomerism, you should just see the pair, pair of compounds which exhibits this functional isomerism. Okay, so functional isomerism is exhibited by number 1, alcohols and ethers. Okay, they are exhibited by alcohols and ethers. So now we have not done this. What are ethers? Okay, we have not done what are ethers. So now we shall be doing. We shall learn what are ethers and all. Okay, for example, say C2H6O. So what is the general formula of this? CnH3nO. CnH3nO. So this is the general formula. You don't need to remember the general formula. Okay. So what is the formula of alcohol corresponding to this molecular formula? CH3 CH2OH. Yes, molecular formula C2H6O. So what is the name? 2 carbon atom ethyl alcohol, or IUPAC name will be, so there are 2 carbon atoms, carbon carbon single bond, N, OH functional group, all. Since the functional group begins with a vowel E card देंगे हम लोग. So what is the IUPAC name? The IUPAC name will be ethanol. The IUPAC name will be ethanol. Okay. Now we have another compound having a different functional group but the same molecular formula. So what are ethers? Ethers are compounds where the 2 alkyl groups are connected by a oxygen. Ethers means it represents a class of compounds where the 2 alkyl groups are connected by an oxygen atom. So the general formula of ethers, it can be represented as RORI. Okay, the 2 alkyl groups connected by an oxygen atom like this. So again, formula dekho the C2H6O, same molecular formula, but one is ether, the other one is a alcohol. So how do you name an ether? The ethers are named as, they are named as alkoxy alkanes. Okay, and remember the smaller alkyl group is named with oxygen atom. The smaller alkyl group is named with oxygen atom. Okay. Now here the size of the alkyl group are same, so it should not be a problem. Both carbon atoms, both alkyl group contains the same. So how is it named? You name any one carbon with the oxygen. So this part is known as the alkoxy part. Alkyl group connected with oxygen is known as the alkoxy. So what is the name of this alkoxy part? Methoxy. One carbon atom, so methoxy. So longest chain contains 1 carbon atom, so methoxymethane. So it will be methoxymethane. Okay, so these 2 compounds have the same molecular formula but different functional group. Here we have an alcoholic functional group and here we have an ethereal functional group. Okay, so these pair of compounds represents a functional isomerism. Okay, so I'll give you another example again. Say CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. What is the molecular formula? C3H 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 O. Okay, so what is the name? Propanol. Propanol. Its name is a propanol. 3 carbon atom, prop, carbon carbon single bond in, functional group OH, all. E काट देंगे हम लोग फिर. Now ethers means, yes, alcohol ka functional isomerism, it should be ethers. So there are 3 carbon atoms now. So I'll draw 2 carbon atoms out here and I'll draw 1 carbon atom out here. Bas. I'll draw 2 carbon atoms on one side. Okay. Now this system of nomenclature, the smaller alkyl group is named with oxygen. So what is the name? What is the name? We have a methyl group connected with oxygen, so it will be methoxy. So longest chain contains how many carbon atom? 2. So methoxyethane. IUPAC name will be methoxyethane. So these class of compounds which has the same molecular formula but different functional group, they are come under this category of functional isomerism. Okay, so you need to practice it. So listen, I'll just